All right, sorry I'm late. When Dr. Sheppy called and asked me to come and speak for her class, I left as soon as I could from Washington on the first flight. It's pretty funny because I remember 10 years ago I was at the same class, and now 10 years later I'm back again giving a speech. Okay, so who am I? My name is Michael Morgan, and I am a neurologist. I work at the University of Washington Medical Center in Washington State. I have two beautiful kids. I wanted three, but my wife insisted on two because she hates odd numbers. And I live in a beautiful house in the country. So here's a couple of pictures. This is the University of Washington Medical Center where I work at. And this is my house, located in the country. Okay, so before I go into how I got to where I am, I'm just going to cover a few questions that I'm pretty sure people might be wondering, is what I do. What exactly is a neurologist? Okay, so neurologists are highly intelligent people who dedicate their lives to treating disorders of the nervous system. This medical profession requires a lot of patience and in-depth understanding of anatomy and physiology, but also knowledge of other body systems such as cardiovascular, respiratory, endocrine, and digestive system. This is because any disease affecting these body systems may directly impact brain function and cause neurological disease. Okay, so in essence, if you are suffering from any of these, you would see me as a neurologist. So things like Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, brain tumors, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, headaches, sleep disorders, brain and spinal cord injuries, epilepsy, pain, and other peripheral nervous system disorders. So that's the basis of what they do. They don't really go into the surgery part, so you wouldn't see them with in scrubs under the microscope cutting people open. That's more of like neurosurgery. If you know Ben Carson, that's what he does. Okay, so next thing is why did I choose to become a neurologist? Well, ever since I was little, I was very much interested in the brain. I always wondered why people did things. I never believed that something's just by chance. Even just the slightest mistake on slip of the tongue. That's not by chance. Your brain, you set it for a reason, even though you might not know. And then after, also, when it comes to being a doctor, my dad is a naturopathic doctor, so that kind of influenced me also. And our family has always been on the health side of things. I've been a vegan all my life. I was born and raised vegan. And also, from my strength test, I found out some skills that I knew I had, but it just reinforced them. And so my strengths were belief, restorative, strategic, responsibility, and futuristic. Now, just dealing with the first one, when you approach medicine, you have to have a belief system. You have to be confident in what you're doing and have assurance, or else you probably don't need to be doing that. Because when people come to you, they need to see confidence, they need to see assurance, and they need to know that they need to have that trust because they're putting their life in your hands. Also, restorative. I kind of figured I had this, so it wasn't surprising when they said this, but that of course plays a deep role in any doctor, especially neurology. Of course, just encompasses the skills of restoring person. I think that if you restore the mind, you basically restore the whole body. So that plays perfectly in. Strategic. Doctors, yes, you have to be very strategic. It takes a lot of thinking, and it says, you do have to have a high intelligence, and you have to do lots of studying and know what you're doing. You can't just wake up and go in there and learn as you go. No, you have to study it out. Responsibility definitely takes lots of responsibility. And futuristic. Although this is not played directly, the last one is not played directly into medicine, it does play into getting there. It does play. It took me, as usual, about 12 years to become a neurologist. And through those times, you do get to those points where you you want to give up. And not even that you thinking about, you want to give up. And the only thing that really keeps you going is having that futuristic aspect, seeing yourself down the road, working in the capacity that you want to work in. So yeah, so that's basically why I decided to become a neurologist. Next thing is, how did I get to become one from where I am? So believe it or not, I actually decided one day not to become a neurologist. And my mom and I went into computers. So I studied at Winter Park Tech. This is my talent. I studied at Winter Park Tech for a year and a half, and I did CSIT, Computer Systems and Information Technology, and then also I did the NSA course, Network Systems Administration. And after that was done, I decided to go back to college and go to Valencia and work on my degree in computer science. And I started that, and then after, the passion came back up. I looked down the road and I said, do I really want to be doing computer science the rest of my life? And I said no, I did not want it. So I went back on the track of going into neurology. And so when that happened, I decided that I would have to do more courses. So because my major was computer science, I had to do other studies. For instance, one of them was organic chemistry. And so I just had to do a little extra classes after I graduated from UCF. Now, my school of choice, after I graduated from UCF, I did have to take the MCAT. It was extremely hard, but thank God I got a good score, and I had a list of schools that I want to go to. It was either Harvard, Cornell, or Washington State